So everyone, that's my friend
I'm
Mikhail.
Mikhail.
And for today's video, we're going to talk about how we met each other, the first days. And let's go start it.
The second meeting, because we won't talk about the first.
Yeah, it's a secret. No. So actually, I can still recall, I think the first time we met each other is actually in the practice room.
Yes.
Because I'm such a weirdo. I tend to like, I'm such a really outgoing person. So every time when I heard someone's like playing really good, I tend to just peeking through the windows, like I'll figure out who's playing there, and then I just like tend to say hi. I still remember the second time is also starting like that. I heard you play something, and I just locked the door. Then you just like,
I think I said hi.
yeah, say hi.
I was like, oh, it's you. That's
Yeah.
probably what happened, because I remembered you from the first time.
And you were like, ask me, what's the movie's name again?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes. Yes.
How did we even reach that point? I don't even remember. It's all a blur.
Me either. Like, even now, I cannot memorize the English name of it. But it's a really popular movie in China. It's
Yes.
called... No, I can't even remember the Chinese name. 加勒比海盗, 加勒比海盗, yes, 加勒比海盗.
There we go.
It's so popular. Like, how come I don't know the English name? So I'm like, that's so interesting to know. So we started to talk about like the story behind. You were telling me you're
No, I was telling you that I
Jamaica
was Jamaican.
stuff. Yeah,
And I
yes.
think that's why I brought up the movie, because you were like, where is Jamaica? I'm like, it's in the Caribbean. You're like,
Yeah.
the Caribbean. And like, you could think,
Yeah.
and then I think you were
No
like, oh
idea.
my gosh, something like
And I
Pirates
said,
of the Caribbean.
and I said something really rude. I'm like, wait, I thought
Did
you're
you
from Africa the whole time. Do you still
Which is fine.
remember?
Oh yeah, that's
Wait, you're not from Africa? The Mimi, do you still remember her face? She's like, don't say that. I'm like,
We're very different.
But I just don't know. So do you
Yeah,
want
it's
to
fine.
tell us like more about King stuff and the crowd I went, the show?
the Caravana.
Yeah, Caravan.
Okay.
Or you
so-
you need to do more research.
Well, he's Jamaican person out there, because I grew up in Canada, so I don't know much. But so Caravana, what Caravana that happens here, it's actually about, like, it celebrates the not emancipation, but the ending of slavery in Canada for Black folks, especially those who are of Caribbean descent. So it's like a time for everyone to just get together and celebrate our heritage, and also our liberation. That's the word. Our liberation from slavery.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what the Toronto Carnival is about.
Oh.
Yes.
To celebrate like Caribbean sky liberatory here?
Liberation.
Liberation. Okay.
Yes. So it's
It's
just,
more like related to freedom stuff.
yeah,
Oh.
freedom.
Oh,
So
so,
the-
but like, why they dress in those kind of like traditional costume?
Yeah, it's like every island, I think, does it just like a touch differently. Although I don't know, I've never really seen Jamaicans really do it. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm the least Jamaican person out there. Barely know
No
anything.
worries.
I've sheltered from this stuff. Don't know it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like a traditional time of celebration. I think it's like summer, might be like something to do with like summer, the celebration of like growth and
Celebration.
freedom.
Wait,
It is
so-
always a celebration though. It's always like very rooted in just celebrating something. Don't know what for a lot of different countries, but it is huge celebration of heritage, culture, and some other things.
But to be honest, I think all the costumes, their looks kind of like exotic. Like
Yeah.
really
I mean, the
rebelling. Like,
Well, yeah, they are very
yeah,
revealing.
yes.
Hence why I don't really know it because I have a very Christian upbringing.
Yes. So I'm just wondering, is this like a part of the traditional costume or
I
no?
I think it is because it's part of it is like for the women. A lot of them find it as a way to embrace their femininity and their sexuality.
I like that idea
Yeah.
because like in Asians, like Asian countries, we're always like conservative and there are like really bad things happen to girls. Like most of society just will be like ban like how women dress
Yeah.
themselves. Like you're not supposed to dress like sexually. Like you always need to cover up your body stuff. Like
Yeah.
so, I really like that idea. Like whoa. But is that the costume original design like that, or it's like comes with time? So stuff you just told us like it's more about a modern like conception stuff.
I honestly don't know. I've never looked into the history of caravan.
It's okay. We're going to do more research.
Did it. I just knew it was a thing, and that it's a thing that good little Christian girls should not look at. So I never looked into it because with the way they dress and the way they go out and dance is very immodest. So, and we're supposed to be modest. So that's why
So
I've just
you
never
think-
looked into it.
You think the show is really immodest?
From a Christian's standpoint, it's immodest. From the other people's standpoint, the people who partake in it, they probably see it more as liberation and expression.
Okay.
So
Wow, but
it just like depends on where you are looking at it from. If you grew up,
your angle of view, like
Yeah.
to take the things, yeah. Okay, so we're going to continuing with the costume. Yes, Michael already did some search now.
get educated,
Yes.
guys. So the costumes in Trinidad and Tobago, they had a very strong French aristocratic presence. So because the French aristocrats would dress very pompous and over the top during their time, like they would do one festival amongst themselves where they dressed up in rags and like with black masks and just like make fun of the African and Caribbean slaves. So eventually Carnival, which originated in Trinidad and Tobago, which Caravana is based off of, they decided to mock them back. So they would wear white masks and then make clothing that is very over the top and extravagant.
So it's all start with anti-racism.
Yeah, anti-racism and
okay.
slavery, like the freedom of slaves.
Wow.
So that's what it's all about. And a lot of the costumes are not just made randomly. They actually depict different characters that represent
Yes,
different
there's like
things as
multiple
well.
colors and
Yeah.
different designs. Like
Yeah, like each character that it represents has like some sort of tie and meaning to a portion of slavery and the liberation from it, which is very cool.
yeah, that is really cool. Like
So the ones here in Caravana, they take on that same aspect. Just like instead of it just like being like the Trinidad and Tobago ones, now they just put together everything and like they didn't really make their own spin, but they branched off from it. So they took that and grew it and made it something even bigger and better to bring more awareness to our history of being slaves.
that's actually a really cool, like a form of art.
Yeah.
Action, actually, like because like the show, the festival is fantastic. I have to admit
is.
that. But like, yeah,
It is very over the top, and black folks really know how to party.
yes, I
They do.
agree. Like each different type of a costume has their own party cars. Can you
Yeah.
believe that? Like
Yeah.
with the truck, it's a long like
Yeah, it's a
you
long
know?
parade.
Yes, And there's like a party section with it too.
Yeah.
And every moment in the show is really fantastic. And I didn't pay to go in. I just like standing outside of the parade.
Oh.
Because like it's so expensive. It costs like $40. I'm like, no. I'm just like,
I mean, you're not the only one. I saw a video of people
Yeah,
actually like knocking down the fences so they can sneak into Caravana. So
But
there was a
I-
lot of people who didn't pay that were in there.
but I still get to see and to know part of the culture, right?
Yeah.
And got Macau for us here today to explain more culture behind.
Yes,
Are you done with everything?
I think so. I think I've hit everything.
Good talk.
Thank you.
Thank you, Makil.
You're welcome. I
Oh,
got you.
High five for
High
our
five?
first video.
Oh my gosh. No, it's not our
Bye bye.
first.
That's our first. Daddy done our recording, and Mikhail brought me to her favorite dessert place. Thank you.
It's a waffle. You might need the knife. All right.
Inside is ice cream?
I honestly don't really know.
Wait, that's ice cream.
Ooh.
Tastes so good. The view here is fantastic. I guess we just found our perfect spot for the carnival.
This is truck number 1, Saldina, Toronto Carnival 2023. And we say road. We say champion
Let's
band.
enjoy the
We say
festival.
band of the year. Somebody say yeah. DJ Spice, Dr. J, Overdose, Buddy, Super Roy. Yeah. Good morning, guys. Take a wine. I want you just take a wine on your friend. Wine on your friend for me. There we go. We travel. I just want you to wake up your friend. Wine on your friend for me. See when you step out into the light and you know. We travel a million miles. And when you point to the sky, you just love carnival. Point to the sky. Hold on. It's time to pop! Time to pop! If I have to pay, I mean, I'm gonna listen. Security, they could have looked for cannabis. Wanna see cannabis, me, don't have none of this. When you get that swag, it is nothing, it is nothing, it is nothing, it is nothing, it is nothing. Love this is for love, mentally ill, feel free to take a pic. Charlie, make up a bed, this John no come to fit me. Master Charlie come to this. Last night I drink the rum and I'm falling down, but I know this morning I wake it up. I wake it up, I'm telling you. I drink the rum last night and I'm falling down. This morning we realize it's Carnival morning. All my Guyanese, my pro-Jamaicans. We say head wheels. And the road. Race bill. Epic man. Head wheels. Race bill. I just want to get my head lashed up. Take a play in this carnival. Me and all of my chili friend go and drink a lot of rum. Then we do this thing. Rum. Put it back in the bloody hell judgment. All the money that I do right now. You're late to the walk on. We on the road once again. Yeah. This is costume creators. You need no time.
That car sounds awful. Am I looking weird?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to pretend I'm your boyfriend?
What?
I'm your boyfriend?
No, because this angle can make me like looks like
Like you have a boyfriend, like you have a tall boyfriend. It's fine. If you want to speak Chinese and I just stand there and nod and smile, then yeah, that's
for triple groups and pair.
okay.
And triple group, there were triple group means that there were three cards. Group of three.
Okay.
Group of three means that it's three of the same.
Yes, so like this.
And also three of a sequence, continuous sequence.
Oh.
That means 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Mm.
3, 4, 5. So then you can say, oh, you may not fully understand, but as we goes, you will gradually knows everything, and you will gradually like this game.
Okay.
Then one day you will find that I cannot leave this game.
Fine. I am prepared.
Okay, let's start.
Mikhail, are you excited?
I'm excited.
Wow, that's my first time actually playing mahjong with the factor. She's trying so hard to play the mahjong right now.
Whatever. Okay, that's 5 pi.
Okay.
Doing really good so far, Mikhail.
Am I though?
You are. You almost win now.
Yeah, you continue.
Okay.
Mikhail, you're totally ruined this whole song in my head. Good for you.
And I'll go where I long to be. See the light of the tides is the sea. It calls me. And no one knows how far it goes. In the wind, my tail on the sea stays behind me. One day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design.
Finally we got to see the Niagara Falls firework. Woohoo!